Welcome Taurus, the Finally Found Tarot, 1111. Today we are going to do your weekly reading from June 1st to the 7th. This is going to be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Taurus. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss to the universe what does not. It is not meant for you, and that's okay. Check out the Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluid. So whenever you're directed to this video is the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use a singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in and then exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energies and set your intentions and bring them into the reading. As you can see, I give you a nice cleanse, a smudge of any negative energy that could be happening to you or around you. And okay, so without being said, thank you so much for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. I can't express that enough. It also helps the video to circulate so that other Taurus or people that may need to hear the messages get to. So it's super, super important. All right, Taurus, without further ado, let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Okay, let's jump into the oracle messages first, and then we'll get started on the tarot. So we have deep knowing in reverse here, Taurus, 43. What is going on? What are you in kind of questioning? There's a deep knowing that I feel like you're on the precipice of, or you feel like you're on the precipice of. You're in and kind of a possibly like an empathy overload for some of you at this time and need to get grounded again here, Taurus. So tune out for a bit, right? You could be a little bit hypersensitive, maybe suffering from some sort of psychic exhaustion here, but this signals a time for definitely for that recharging of your own, inner batteries, right? Set those energetic boundaries at this time. Take maybe a bath, whatever, a salt bath, but just empty your mind and get back to who you are, your version of happiness. It's not the time to be too open with people at this time either. Soon enough, you can let your guard down, but right now you need that self-care, that self-love. It's time to say no thank you to kind of, anyone in your life who exhausts you. It's going to feel good when you do, and I know you know it, but sometimes you resist that change. We have that new life coming in here for you, Taurus, and that is also card 39. Now, it's in reverse because Taurus, what is coming in for you is that new life, but what it is, the reason why it seems stagnant or in reverse is because the possibility of you kind of, you have to acknowledge your inexperience in some things, right? And gently allow yourself to be kind of like that delicate sort of new bud opening there. It's okay to admit you may not know something and be willing to learn it, essentially. You're at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit stride here, Taurus. So be immersed in the newness of it all and whatever you're experiencing. And don't try to rush the learning process here for you. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now and be present in what is happening in your life right currently now, okay? We have Green Man synergy coming out here, Taurus. Again, I feel like this is a very much sort of that process of you becoming one with yourself, that really synergistic energy where you kind of have that advantage of that an incredible synergy at this time, where your flow of kind of life is guiding you, where things just seem to fall into place, maybe in terms of business, but you're in a mutually cooperative interaction with spirit. And as your wills kind of align with will of spirit, you're kind of gonna see things, happen with a congruent sense of purpose at this time. When this is happening, Taurus, there is a synergy, a way of your life, a life force energy that's continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. So that's why things are going to seem to balance out. There's also that synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or your ego at this time. Be aware of the various, idiosyncrasies of your ego, and do not make any of them too big or take them too seriously at this time. Know your higher self is always looking out for your best interests, and in this cycle, I feel like tune in to that guidance however it shows up for you. Tune into the fact that you are going to start to find that you're going to move through life with greater ease due to some sort of synergistic energy, if I could get that darn word out, balancing of forces that's starting to express themselves to you and through you at this time, Taurus. Now we have forever present coming in, Taurus. What a powerful kind of energy for you. This is being forever present, but this is also speaking to your guides, being forever present. Peace is not the absence of war or more a momentary relief from suffering. It is eternal, essentially. And that's what I want you to see. This is deep reflection, Taurus, remembrance, gratitude. Both negative and positive experiences provide valuable teaching, right? So don't miss the lesson here. You are free to choose differently, Taurus. Safe, soothing, restorative solitude. You're calling on your pain, your anguish, and your fear here, and you're calling on your joy, your gratitude, and your hope. You're safe to express every part of you. You could kind of call on that, you know, something that was unspent with tears, right? So come forward, right? Be realized, be free of what was holding you back, and start to live in the here and the now. Now we have pathways coming in for Taurus. That's a powerful message for you as well. So I feel like you're going to really be following your own inner pathway and seeking different pathways at this time. Now, hidden roads are, you know, to other possibilities and realities are kind of being open to you right now. Whichever path you choose, Taurus, there will be no need for turning back here. All roads lead to the same sweet destination here. When, you know, the mind is calm and you know where you long to be, you're going to find your way home, essentially. So feelings if you're gone off track lately, aimless activity or lack of direction possibly, but there's a need for clarity and purpose. When you know where you want to go, that's when your journey is truly beginning. And remember that everything is possible through love. So you're walking the road to your dreams with that kind of eternal guidance of gratitude. That there are no wrong turns, only interesting detours and side lessons, right? All roads will lead to path as long as roads will lead to peace as long as you kind of walk with them with love here. Okay, let's look at what we have for the situation coming out the World card. See, I feel like that was on, you know, you're on that precipice of change. You're kind of looking for that completion where there's going to be an ending of one part of your chapter of your life and a beginning of another. And this is all about perspective as well, Taurus. So you're being called to shift your perspective on your life right now in some way. When you remember you're first and foremost that immortal being, right, experiencing life as a human being, you're going to start to see that you have no fear. You can see clearly that you are a powerful co-creator with the divine partnership and spirit. So aligning yourself with spirit, remaining unattached to the outcomes as best as you can, you are that conduit for miracles right now. And I feel like you're starting to believe that and see that you can move things quite quickly. We have the Queen of Cups here. Now this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Again, this is a very much a sense here for a compassion coming in. You expressing, you know, love and bringing it into your life. And you may sense a strong feelings right now of love, Taurus, and peace, and feel a deep appreciation for the beauty of your life right now and the wonders that are around you. You can find like your love life is changing energy, but attracting, you know, a very understanding, balanced relationship, something different from what you were in before. You feel like you're changing and becoming more emotionally sensitive, maybe empathetic. Intuitively, you have a lot going on with strong insights. Make sure that you're looking after your energy here and be more mindful of yourself. You may need to protect your energy to avoid being sucked dry by others as well. You may find, you know, doing grounding exercises, but spending some time in nature will be helpful for you as well. But still, again, looking after yourself and being careful to not giving too much and then feeling, you know, exhausted after. So temper your compassion with wisdom. That's going to be a mindful piece of advice for you this week. We have transformation here, 13, which is the death card essentially in traditional tarot. This isn't literal death. This is that sense of transformation. You're really going through a metamorphosis at this time. You're seeing things in a very new way. And this is a change. So, you know, nothing remains the same. And you need to accept, obviously, that life evolves through cycles of death, birth, and rebirth. So, you know, now is the time to transition as things are changing from one form to another here, Taurus. You need to allow this to happen for the highest good. And you're being called to kind of let go of the old so you can welcome in the new here, Taurus. And that is the Ace of Pentacles, which I think is a beautiful new energy for you. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is you in your element, essentially. But I like the Ace of Pentacles because it brings in opportunity knocking at your door. And I feel like that is why it's in your obstacles, because, you know, until you do this transformation process, that opportunity is not going to be there. So like all the aces, you know, this marks the beginning of something, the birth of something new again. That's why it's coming in with death here. The death card transformation. So this may be an opportunity of career possibility, but whatever it means, it's signifying prosperity. You know, all this positive energy brings in material security and change for the better here. So there's also a clearing of energy that brings you back to, you know, feeling grounded and provides you with a feeling of well-being here. So be more grounded helps you focus on how you can, you know, take up any opportunities without fear of moving forward, make things happen, and embracing these opportunities is what I feel like you need to do, okay? We have the Six of Water influencing you, so that's the past, that, you know, that trip down memory lane. Now this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but I want to say that the Six of Water is a little bit, you know, it's important, it's good to take that trip down memory lane and kind of heed the lessons of the past if sometimes we may need to. But you're being triggered to remember the past. You're enjoying those memories. You know, you're recognizing that they are just that, they're memories. Emotion, though, can color your recall and distort your understanding of what is happening today. So you need to acknowledge and heal those wounds. You can experience security today, you know, throughout whatever situation you're in. There is no need to return to that illusion of the golden era of yore, because you can begin to kind of create a better reality for yourself right now in this situation. Authentic healing and a joyfulness will be yours if you stop rekindling the emotions of the past, and that's powerful for you at this time. So we have the Four of Swords coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that's a good energy in the sense of, I feel like, with the Four of Swords, you're going to get, you know, a retreat energy, a withdrawal. Now, this is why I say this is good, because you're retreating from the stress and the conflict. You're giving yourself time to rebuild your mental strength here by spending some time away from others, their needs, their energies, and so on, their conflicting opinions, you know, whatever it is. But this is the end of a stressful period, so it's time to rest, recuperate, heal, focus on yourself, and replace that vibration of worry and doubt with the rest of self-care, right? And help you change any negative thoughts. This is truly a time for you to be kind to yourself. And it's time to pause and remember that life will still be there when you're strong enough to continue, right? And in the meantime, look after yourself and build on your inner strength. Go within where you can't hear anybody else's opinion, because that's going to serve you well at this time. The Two of Fire, in terms of the root of the reading, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like this Two of Fire here says to me that this energy is creative planning, brainstorming. Whenever you can't see how your dreams will coalesce into form, you can trust in the process of co-creation and engage in believing that in the process of envisioning something new, right? But you have already started to make progress on something, I feel like, but you're going to soon see your passion will attract the perfect situation for you. So, you know, this is, you know, the universe is starting to try to align you with something, but pay attention so you don't miss the call. The Nine of Wands coming in, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. A lot of fire energy in your element this week. But this Nine of Wands, I feel like, is perseverance, Taurus. This is, you know, you're stronger, more resilient than you realize. And, you know, you can keep going. Don't give up. Persevere. Even though you may be tired, you're not defeated. So rest. Like I said, if you need to, this is very much a call for rest throughout this whole reading. But keep your wits about you. Use your wisdom, stamina to win in this situation. It takes patience to succeed here, Taurus. So don't go rushing in. Use the lessons that you've learned in the past to help you move forward and stay strong and focused. You're nearly there. So stay on guard, keep going, don't give up, don't walk away, because that's not going to heed the call at all either. The recent past, we have the Star card, Aquarius coming in. Hope is coming, you know, in the recent past, I feel like you started to find that inspiration in something again. You're hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points that renewed sense of encouragement after all the changes you've experienced. You are starting to recognize that hope that comes from new beginnings is possible for you. The King of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, that strength, that courage that's coming in with this powerful energy. I feel like this is great for you because you really earned it. This is being masterful in your sense. This is you standing up for yourself, taking the lead, showing others what you're made of essentially, and how you can improve things and shape the future, because you truly can. You lead by example here, Taurus. I feel like maybe you're going to step out of your comfort zone and you're going to, but whatever it is, you're going to act and have the courage of your convictions here, Taurus. So bravo to you in that energy. The recent future has the Fool coming in, because you are going to take that leap of faith. You are going to take that giant risk on your heart and see what happens. You know that there is spiritual, approach rarely ever seems logical and sometimes even seems impractical, right? But however, I feel like you can take a risk and trust that with faith, anything is possible. The invisible, realm will reveal each step along the way that is necessary for you, and you are meant to experience this regardless of where it's taking you. This is a time when you are learning that you're a spiritual being having that human experience, right? The Page of Wands coming in. So, my dears, you must have a lot of fire energy within your reading, within your chart at this time. But this Page of Wands here is kind of like that confident, spontaneous energy. This is often bringing an energy of romance here. So you could be in the near future. You could be on this receiving into some flirty messages here. If not, then there will be good news, bringing an opportunity to learn or a new job. If you felt a bit restless, you are on the verge of discovering and starting that new phase. So maybe you'll be packing your knapsack and heading off, but perhaps you're going to be writing or blogging about your ventures for some of you, but sorry about that. But you are, there's an experience happening for you that's going to happen quickly. And this is a, pursuit of something, awakening here for you. The energy around you is full of lots of opportunity and excitement. We have the Hangman in the overall energy here, so that's surrendering to the will of something, letting go, believing that you can and will overcome it. I feel like, but again, there is sacrifice here, and the surrender are necessary at times like this for you, Taurus. So nothing in life is free, and nor does everything happen according to your timetable or anybody else's, of course. But when this is appearing, I feel like it's reminding you that the delay is for your best interest, right? And until everything is like all the elements are in place and everything's meant to happen, it won't, right? You have to surrender to that to the greater will, essentially, for the highest good of all. It's time for you to let go of your attachment to how, when, and why you thought things would be and with whom. You're being called to surrender and wait to see how things play out. Because I feel like that would be way better for you if you just get out of your head and into your heart. The Five of Swords here is coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I feel like this is why this is clarifying that, that Hangman energy, because this is that walk away disagreement energy. I feel like sometimes you could feel like you're banging your head against that brick wall, but sometimes other people, they're not going to listen no matter how much you try or how many ways from sideways you try to explain something. If they're not willing to listen to the lessons, they're not willing to. So stop trying to beat your head against the wall and to let people take away that peace of mind from you. So it's time for you to move forward, let go, limit your losses, walk away from the conflict that's not serving you here. Just carry on being true to you and making your own independent choices for your own greater good. Without the arguing and strife of the situation, you can look at this situation and see there was some sort of dishonesty there that, you may have not seen. Walking away from this conflict might feel the best way forward if you're not sure who or what you can trust at this time as well. Ask yourself, would you rather be right, or would you rather be at peace here? Now we have the Ace of Earth coming in. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is in your environment. So I feel like this is you kind of being grounded with a sense of self here at this time. This is also prosperity coming in. You're recognizing the many forms of abundance and plenty. You're starting to align yourself with that as well. You can generate gold from your resources. I feel like that you have at your fingertips. You can make an impact is what I'm trying to say. The essence of prosperity is taking form in your material world at this point. We have Temperance, Sagittarius coming in. Balancing out those emotions is going to be really important for you at this time, Taurus. Patience is required. You're being asked to have a tremendous amount of it. Think before you speak and choose your words wisely, as they can't be taken back, right? So remember, words have the power to help or hinder, and use the pause to think about your next step to bring forth moderation rather than blindly taking action in some sort of aspect of your life. Learning to pause will help you work on your willpower and start doing more beneficial things as you cut out unhealthy habits and behavior patterns, people, places, or things. But with this energy comes time to heal. Help this healing by keeping positive and balanced, and allow this time to bring in those new beginnings for you. We have the Page of Fire in your hopes and fears. Now, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, I feel like the Page of Fire is coming in with that sense of enthusiastic action. You're seeing that you are free to venture forth. You're co-creating the life true to your desire, and it is your right. You're finding your purpose, and as you take that first step into something new, your ideas have value. You're going to dream boldly, and it's a powerful energy for you. The Five of Pentacles, to clarify that is your own energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this Five of Pentacles is definitely that despair, feelings of worry, feeling like you don't have enough. Stress could be preventing you from seeing a way forward. Feeling like you're starved spiritually, and this is leading you to neglect your physical and mental needs. You could also feel excluded or alone in a situation. This could also refer to some financial problems. Perhaps money's going out faster than it's coming in, or making you feel helpless and insecure. Instead of wallowing in that self-pity, look objectively at your budget, see if you can organize things differently, or maybe it's time to accept help from a friend or a financial advisor as well. We have the Six of Earth here coming in as your outcome. Again, I like to see this because this is your own element. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is coming in with unexpected resources. So what you have sent forth in love comes back yet many times over. The generosity of others becomes quite apparent, and unexpected resources could show up for you, Taurus. But the universe is starting to exhibit its generosity, reminding you the world is full of pleasant surprises. Inside that pretty package of tangible aid is that gift from Spirit. So just when you're beginning to doubt, I feel like you're reminded of the treasures that you're entitled to receive. And you're going to see what you're going to kind of unwrap today here for you. Look at that with the Wheel of Fortune card coming out at the outcome of the reading. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Luck, if it's not been in your favor, is going to be quite quickly here. Things are changing. Remember, life spins in cycles, the circle of life always turning, and the particular rotation of the wheel is signifying a turning point in your life right now. Perhaps the beginning of opportunities, abundance, growth, personal journey, but this is a time for happiness. And this is, the wheel is turning, so you may have had some bad luck and been at the bottom, but as it turns, you're going to rise up. Good fortune becomes yours. Now, this is, remember that things always do change, so don't get too attached. Be grateful, enjoy the moment, and, show your attitude of gratitude. Life's a journey with challenges along the way, and it's how you accept and embrace them that matters. Remember, karma says that what comes around goes around, and you'll always get what you deserve, so make sure you're putting out what you truly deserve, and you're going to get it truly back in. So embrace this change, Taurus. Until next time, namaste.